Liquid now, third time's the charm. At least that's what they'll hope for. A BO3 that could send them all the way to Champions to fight against the best of the best. And it starts here on Ascent, a map both teams have been good at. Both teams beat Fnatic, but Liquid did it 13-1. We'll see if they've got a chance of the same, as the pistol already sees them drawing first blood.
A solid trip setup has managed to get them the opener. The battle from Keiko's not the prettiest. It's left them a little bit low, and 3 players sat within this smoke. Even a flash being set up. They want to try and fight for that aggressive short control. The pop flash doesn't catch anyone, though. It's passive from the side of Liquid. They're waiting on the other side, but LewN in the meantime's done well. Nats fights back in turn, but look how low some of these Liquid players are. It gives LewN some hope for the ace, but he needs so much. Being
spotless records for both of these squads, but Liquid have at times up against Fnatic felt untouchable. We'll see if they can bring that same level to the server here today. It is a very different composition. Gone in with 4 stingers and a share of shields on all. This is a real battle early on. They're not content with Liquid having that early start. They don't want to stall out as they have before, but the team's been stalled. LewN alone falls towards the switch. A trade at last, but it's a 3v4. The numbers stacking against them. The odds not in their favor. And from a poor start to a terrible one.
Nobody overfacing, nobody being too aggressive in their stance, and then playing these sort of ranged battles without giving too much away. I think that's also where I want to put a focus on 3 players ready and waiting. In fact, even re-aggressing slightly, will fall backward into the site.
Playing triple initiator against the null commands, a real headache as the clock runs down. So BBL getting in there early, looking for the Ray crunch, but a fight back from paTiTek. His confidence tangible in his actions. A drop down punish, another swing from paTiTek, and when he finally falls, he's left his team in a 4v2. MAGNUM desperately trying to pull this back, and with low HP on Camo, this could flip back in BBL's favor, but a nice play through the smoke, puts the 3.
Also there though for BBL in this one. Aggressive position from Keiko, but this time there is a trade available. Camo also under some serious pressure, and he'll be dealt with. Trexx now on that backside though. As I said, when he's good, this seems like an impossible defense to deal with, but he has been caught. paTiTek still looking to try and take the fight versus PROFEK. They're even right now, but PROFEK needs to escape, and he has done so. The spike being down there could be a problem, but paTiTek runs out.
30 seconds.
Left Nats alone, and now they know. They know right where he is. A cage to pop, but he's not going to step inside it for now. A 1 versus 2. Spike still needing to be planted, and that could be his chance to take some space. There it is. Off the tap, he's out and about. Already getting very close. This angle's being watched, but it's going to be 1-by-1 duels. PROFEK is head just above the boxes.
It's Keiko and Nats. So, hopefully the pause has called for the winds of change. Otherwise, might be looking at a very quick map number 1. They did well there, though. I think it was.
I don't think it was a bad time to go for that bit of aggression. A player just having run down through the lane. This is a fight for LewN that's a bit risky. Gets in there with the Blade Storm, though, and Camo's down and out. TP from PROFEK goes unnoticed. Trexx, oh, he's going to be kicking himself after that one. And that's BBL with a huge advantage in this early fight. They've got the plant in a 5v3.
I love that. He knows off the Nightfall that not going to be able to hear anything. So that TP is able to make him look foolish when in reality he had no clue that that ult was being used at the same time, focused on his front. So the remaining 3, they've got the credits. Even if they lock in the remaining players of BBL, that could be costly, but with paTiTek now catching LewN, this could become a problem.
Still numbers and time on their side, and you can hear the ticks getting faster. They've got to make a move. Goes the Armageddon. Putting them out into the open, looking for the fight on lane. Good adaptation from BBL. They'll fight this together. Nade in. It's going to box them in. They want all those rifles out of the hands of the attackers. It's going to be a costly round, although it's 1.
I believe it was 3 ultimates. It's the Blade Storm in early. Nightfall that catches the player at backside, so he's deafened, that has absolutely no idea that the player's coming in from behind.
Nats on the crossfire. Even then, he's got Camo and Nats on the crossfire. They're going to retake this space. There's no reason for 3 players unless you want to fight, and a fight that they will win. But the numbers left even. It's going to make it a little easier for BBL to attack.
And they now know that there's a couple of players to be had. It's actually worth fighting, though, for BBL just to try and retrieve that additional rifle. Of course, the weaponry was in danger in this round. paTiTek now on the same stairs as Trexx has been every single time. The swing out. MAGNUM's managed to catch him. This leaves paTiTek somewhat alone, but with the TP being utilized, and actually they've caught the rotation. BBL don't have to stay. They could just retreat away, and I think Keiko's realized that goes TPing into the smoke. I think he assumed they'd already left.
Reasonable assumption, but they've left two behind.
30 seconds left.
Magnum falls. Sociable's got all the info. Here's the steps. Those players on site know exactly where paTiTek is, and I think from this point he may be better off just saving until he gets an angle. Sociable not expecting the double back to be executed. I mean, he's got time if he wants to go for it. He can quickly make his way up short. The timer not ticking too quickly, but so difficult to root these two players from position.
Yeah.
Has a knife. Maybe that's going to give him some information on at least one player. Can start to put 2 and 2 together. Oh, never mind! He gets the pick immediately. Now this is dangerous. This is desperately dangerous for Jamppi. The knife to go through. It's going to catch him. There's the information for paTiTek. The tap now, putting it to half, but the swing comes in. Spreading the net, looking to catch a bit of aggression from Liquid and force the fight towards short. There's a trap waiting for them there, and it will be destroyed, so Liquid starting to put pieces together, and that's standing by to take that opening blood.
Paranoia immediately through as well. Reclaims a lot of the space, gets them all the information. We said that can be one of the problems of this more direct composition from the side of BBL, is once they are revealed, once the idea is known, it can become a problem. And already with the drone actually going through on B main at the same time, there's been a lot of information garnered, but it's kind of sold a somewhat false idea.
paTiTek towards B. He's 2 HP, but he's 1 away from the ult.
30 seconds left.
Give him a lease of life. Noise heard. Plenty of players close by, but they've lost camo already. Sociable now making the play. He's been spotted, but not taken down. They've got the idea on where trexx is, but dealing with
trexx position. It's basically just been that the stairs are on lane every single round. Like, that has been the whole time. So you kind of understand why it goes a little bit of a miss. But yeah, once he shoots, you kind of expect that maybe there'll be somewhat of a read.
A lot of damage done by trexx so far in this half. That drone, no, that's a bridge too far. Jamppi's going to punish it immediately. Now the pistols, well, they've got a chance to pick up a weapon, a chance to take this B site by storm and find a post plant. This is dangerous.
Without having to use most of their utility to get in, that means they can hold it for the post. Nightfall timing is going to be everything. If Magnum gets this right, it can cause serious issues. The knife as well has removed a lot of the utility. And now the Nightfall goes in. It's going to tag a couple, maybe a little bit earlier than I would have liked, especially with that flank still coming, but the flank will be spotted at the same time. They have so much information. BBL have sort of layered things perfectly here.
Yeah, they really have. Magnum especially holding on to life and winning the fight. Well, that's a bridge too far as well. They're crossing them all. I mean, for him, you saw him put the Prowler in. As soon as it catches a player, Paranoia is there from PROFEK. Completely shuts down that extra leg, because they knew he was there after popping the ult. But dealing with a remarkable recovery.
Yeah, no, a huge pace safeguard thrifty from them. I think it's the timing of Jamppi is sublime. And then again, just using that Nightfall at the right moment. I think Magnum's round in
camo on B if needed. And they have made the perfect read.
Both teams losing some utility, but Keiko down. Immediately going to see the pop of that Hunter's Fury. Nats has been able to hold them out, but Magnum re-aggresses, and Camo just seems to have no idea that there could be another player there. Nats now on the site fighting for his life, but it is Jamppi to remove him as well. And while we spoke of the mastery of trexx, he's known for the clutches, but when you look at the economy of his team, this is not one he can go for. And well, BBL don't want to let him hold on to the gun.
Wide open.
Can he dodge the gauntlet? No. It's stripped back, and the Nats trips are always just so nasty. The perfect read. And what his opponent is doing, well, seemingly catching out Jamppi as well. That's the second time in a couple of rounds that he's managed to reveal the entirety of the enemy. Do they have what it takes to fight back in with weak weapons, though?
Nice attempt by PROFEK, but he comes out worse for wear, especially.
The Cam's still online.
3 versus 5. Cam still sat there, by the way, yeah. Even after that extra tag we saw, no one's broken it, but the info, well, there's something else that needs to follow it. And they have found every pick along the way. It looks like the neck-and-neck half is... Welcome back, folks. Let's see if they can capitalize on it here. Pistol round number 2, early fight, and it goes Camo's way. PROFEK down, the A site under threat, but Liquid not looking to rush themselves into anything.
You may even hear some of the stamps, but it seems like Magnum's going to use that as bait, but he's lost the fight as well. Nats putting this into a two-man advantage. Jamppi's got an interesting position, but I don't know if he's going to be able to capitalize off it. And they've already managed to make the way past, and well, for the two Turkish players trying to catch them on the cross, again, it's just too little too late. Liquid have that full control. Finally, Jamppi's surprise is shown, but his teammate dies at the same time.
Camo's such an annoyance to play against. He tucked in this corner, just waited, counted to 10, and re-swung out, gets his dash back, and just bails. A 4 versus 2 locked in, good patience, good discipline. Until then, caught through the wall. He was spotted, his elbow was, and now Team Liquid. Only one man in the lead, and LewN somehow taking down Keiko. That was through the boxes as well. Another for LewN. He's on fire with trexx, having to have another clutch towards the boathouse. Double swung.
I don't understand the kills he's just found. Like, that's just
He
spam.
didn't see the elbow.
This is just spam. Like, okay, sure, paTiTek tries to get the trade, but like, outfrag anybody while playing that initiator. It's not been going well. paTiTek, oh, he's just able to get out on the edge. I like the idea as well from Magnum spamming, and well, there you go. sociablEE gets the job done, knowing the one gap in that little set play. I think they were hoping to maybe catch a little bit more, because the buy in this round really does suck. You've got yourself the Outlaw purchased up by LewN. You've got the rifle from the last round, and then it's just pistols, but that's still got them a man advantage.
Unless I misread, I'm pretty sure he was full shield too, so that was a double tap from the Outlaw. Takes a bit of damage for it, ends up going down, but Magnum now gets to fly under the radar. As a result, a fight in mid. They're looking the other way. Magnum gets a freebie. Now there's upgrades available for BBL and a man advantage going into the retake. They managed to make it level. Their economy left in the dirt.
Ooh, brother. That's a mistake. That's a huge mistake, and because of that, it's all going to fall apart. We're in a great position to one of struggle. A chance still for Magnum, though. Turns it into the 1 versus 1. You bet your house on trexx with full HP, and his opponent only on 8. And he's even going to fall back to a passive position. He's waiting patiently. But after pausing, they're going straight back in. Nice work from Jamppi, and it's a 1-2 punch. PROFEK swings off that initial fight. And even though there were multiple players there, Liquid have come out 2 men down.
The resurgence of BBL seemingly online early in this half. Magnum and Jamppi locking it in with trexx. Got a sentinel utility towards this B site. They have just got a man named LewN holding in this close corner, but there's the old no dash out anymore, and he has to bail quickly.
Oh, maybe not so quickly. He only had a few bullets left, but he still managed to take down paTiTek. If they can clear, they can bring him back, and he already is back from the fray. LewN still clinging to life. Jamppi is there alongside him, trying to deny, and sociablEE as well, but it still comes down to LewN. Both players tagged. He almost gets caught out by trexx.
We talked about this series as a 3-mapper, and maybe that's what we'll end up with. Yeah, LewN sticking around there. Like you said, low on ammo, had no escape anymore, but he still took that fight. Put 1 on the ground, but they bring him right back, and then it's a big brawl.
This is everything. LewN with the operator. He's got to be careful, though. It's always a risk to face into Keiko, and Keiko has taken him out. A slower approach from Liquid. Jamppi under pressure. He loses that fight as well. These have been opportunities, and Liquid have taken both.
Yeah, another great reveal from Magnum, but the fight doesn't go their way. Shut down every step of the way with PROFEK. Stood on backside, revealed the smoke at least to reposition the spam. Good, but the nade from paTiTek takes him out in the end. And Magnum, good utility we talk about. The spam towards market, or towards Link, this was doing a lot of damage. The reveal on short almost got them a kill, but paTiTek and Camo still drawing breath, and it's him who has to finish them off. But first, LewN, another risk taken. This time a better solution, but he only gets 1. The trade out for Liquid as they pick up the pace towards the site, running into Magnum. He'll land himself 1. The C needs to stop an immediate push so he can focus on Nats, but he won't take him down. And PROFEK again, dropping onto the site. The last defender. As the rotates are coming through, and actually a little bit slow on making this push happen. That catches BBL off guard as they already commit an ultimate, but Liquid, they've pumped the brakes. Now the TP to the B site, the spike rotating, and that's causing problems in the back line. It's a beautiful round from Liquid. I don't know if they read that overreaction from their opposition, but it worked perfectly. Jamppi as well. That was a death main paranoia set up, and they will be taking this by, well, in a moment they'll be taking it by force. That knife has slowed them down.
Abs already caught one on the other side.
That's the rifle.
Yeah, it feels like the almost...
They'll be caught. The knife destroyed. Well, that could be a lurker, but the steps heard. That confirms they've made the right read. The stack up here. Everybody drawing breath from BBL. Stands waiting for Team Liquid on the B site. The first pick goes to the rifle. But the pistols still standing their ground. But now look, with 20 seconds left on the clock, the spike goes back. The picks go back in their favor. 15. The spike's coming to B. Now, LewN has a chance to end this with the Blade Storm! LewN, a three-piece in a round that should never have been. BBL, they found the win. It's 11-10, locked in.
God, nothing that can be done from Nance at this stage. More like a Liquid mistake. I give a lot of credit over to their mid-round calling in the prior round with how they were able to make space. This one was hesitant. It was messy. They couldn't decide on whether they wanted to go into the site or whether they go back and rotate. And because of that,
they still had one.
Yeah.
There's nothing left, no stoppage to the play anymore. Round after round to unfold. Deep aggression from LewN. He's got two! The confidence back in full force, but the trades out in the end leave us on equal footing. A 2 versus 2, and the information from Nats, the hat off his head, deep into the round. Plan comes through, even just the reveal, that's giving the game away. PROFEK and MAGNUM, they've seen LewN. An incredible play in the previous to put them on double digits. A strong opening to this one that fell apart. Now they've got to be the ones to clutch this out, to bring BBL to 11.
Nasty. The trip will be spotted. They managed to dodge at least a little bit of it, but now MAGNUM is all that remains. Nance is set up again, causing them issues, and with the cam still being baited. There's no secrecy to be had. MAGNUM from the top rope finds the first, has a good gamble on the second, but
and they've managed that so far. But this opening, that looked like a major detriment to Liquid's chances in this map. Their early lead in the series, but they recover nicely. The right decisions made as it came to the late round, the push to the A site, the setup perfect, and even the cam was inside the smoke zone. And that's going to be all the information there. That'll be 5 players spotted. But I mean, they're giving the game away anyways. Now it's just Jamppi, stood alone against a horde of attackers coming his way. paTiTek the first to draw blood. Jamppi needs to hold strong, at least find value from this position, but he's shut down. And LewN and PROFEK again. A 2-player clutch needed by BBL. Nice opening. If there's anyone you want in this situation, it is LewN. He's delivered. In so many of these rounds, the wallbangs attempted and landed for damage.
He's running out of bullets.
Too many players to take down.
They're sitting passive. He doesn't have enough to pull off some miracle spams, but he's still going for it. Bullets are going to be an issue at this stage. Unless there's another gun to be found, hoping that somebody gives a fight, and PROFEK will find one, but he takes damage. And now on the cross, there's no hope. It is timing. MAGNUM's about to come under some serious pressure, and he loses the battle. Even looked like he had the drop on his opponents. Now the aggression coming in. It's actually expected. The Liquid player's not too aggressive. The net is going to catch out paTiTek, who will fall. But it's still only a 2-for-1 trade, and while Jamppi tries to put it back in their favor, even with the wraparound from LewN. But it's looking like potentially another pistol going the way of Liquid.
And it comes back to also look at where Keiko is. Yeah, there's no safe space. Not only Keiko tucked in the corner, it's going to be Nats. It's an impossible situation for sociablEE, and I think he does the best to just grab himself an orb. But it comes back to what we said in the first map as well. The awareness from Team Liquid is off the charts. Like, here they're ready. They find the pick on mid. They're ready for the aggression coming through elbow, sensing something was up with how that early fight went. You look back to the previous map, and even just thinking about that round where sociablEE put in his ult towards the A site on Ascent. This shouldn't be winnable. This really should. But he's got 2, a third in the round, and 2 players low.
Yeah, this should have been done and dusted a long, long time ago with a wraparound, 2 players being left behind in awkward positions. Now the time starts to bring it away from him. He needs somebody to make a pretty severe mistake, and he doesn't even expect
classic, but that goes to a stinger, 2 pistols. Margin for error here is large, but the Ghost is the one opening up the round.
Yeah, very nice stuff from Keiko. That's all the value of having this additional double duelist. He can take space, and Camo can be the second man in. You can do the same, or in reverse as well. It's very hard to play against that level of chaos, but also when the 2 players doing it, well, the second one, the secondary duelist, is still up there as one of the best players in the entirety of the league.
Regardless of role as well. Poor Magnum. This one's done. You know, sociablEE made the previous close when I counted him out, but this would be something else entirely. paTiTek's low, chance to take him down, and there we go. But still, we're not talking about real damage here. Yet Team Liquid came in with 2 pistols. The next kill will take out an SMG, even if it is Nats dropped to the floor. We're looking at trexx being able to recover that quickly, and Magnum will make it to the spike. Even tap it just to cause a headache. He's got quite a bit of time here, actually. They kind of need to run in. They need to hurry up. The spot has to go, and they've let him defuse it.
Round I've ever seen.
Awareness, Tom. It's all about awareness from Liquid. They just can't get one over on them. Every step of the way. I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels like a fool. Team Liquid probably do as well. That's a big blow early on, winning the pistol, losing the follow-up, but they left themselves some cash. They're still able to buy, still able to get some rifles. They lose the opening duel, they lose the second, and it's all to LewN. He'll eventually fall, but the advantage is claimed.
He's going to swing, though.
And it's gone.
That's an overface, an unnecessary one. He's giving a battle over to trexx, and because of that, it's turned back into a 2v2 scenario from elation to potentially letting a round slip of their own. There's still plenty to do, though, for the side of Liquid. Magnum almost caught, but he is thriving once again. But Mitch.
Sonic sensors, they can be bypassed. You can plant outside of them. I mean, there's no guarantee, but I like what BBL are doing here, playing the gamble. If it's A, we fight them on the beaches. If it's B, we play the retake. But trexx, 14 seconds left. He's got to go. He's got to go for the plant, and time is now so low. That's sociablEE.
I don't think anybody is more shocked than their own coach, other than maybe me. But we'll have to see if this is now going to have a response. Bear in mind, Liquid had a lot to play with in the last round. It still didn't go their way. They don't have much to play with in this one, but they've kept it close. Magnum's got to be careful, but he is. Checks for paTiTek, wins the fight. And now just look how isolated either player is. They are as far away from each other as they could possibly be. What? Okay, Keiko. He's got ult.
Chance to use it now. He's safely back in main. And using it will be perfect. Buying time for trexx to make this flank. Maybe I'll have to be quick. They've got to get on site. They've got to put that pressure on immediately. Keiko wisely waiting deep inside main, knowing sociablEE was likely to pop that ult. Halfway already. In comes the showstopper. It won't be fired, though! Again! He actually 7-2 because he went down the Magnum clutch. Either way, great recovery. Camo, he's got a free kill there. That paranoia landing perfectly. Jamppi stood no chance. And a 4 versus 5, a 4 versus 3 now as Team Liquid keep a hold of this man advantage.
I know exactly.
Oh, Magnum, he had his Viper's pit down, but decided to try and help out towards the market. He's gone down for it, leaves LewN as the solo defender of this side of the map, and he's been revealed. They know where he is. Even going to try and put the pressure in onto him, waiting patiently. He can't hit the shot. It's left all onto sociablEE. To say he's been good would be an understatement, but he needs to ace.
He's got his 2 already. But they are stacked up. A little isolated. A chance here.
3 down.
As he puts a 3rd on the board. Nats and trexx, but he's worried about a flank, of course. I mean, trexx was playing this in just the previous round. He's got to go around and clear this out, and it's buying precious time for the attackers who are taking this in a much more one-dimensional approach, both inside main, willing to run that clock down, and by now they should have it done. Said that before, and I'm making myself nervous, but oh, I like that. The net goes through. He's running out of time, though. I think he's already the real problem, and I don't think we'll see that for a long time to come.
Oh, that's not the start. boombot shot.
Problem is, there's an immediate adjustment. And Liquid send all 5 to the A site, which is now largely open. A smoke blocking out Jamppi. Get into the corner safely. He's only got a pistol. Timing, everything for him here. That's a nice shot from Sociable. He really has woken up from that previous. The ult now sent through, and it's connected on one. The spike planter stolen away. Damage done onto Keiko. This is starting to look doable, at least with LewN. Stood on the site, but his finger guns run out, and he'll be dropped down to a 2v2. Nice shot by Sociable again! And trexx in a 1 versus 1 with PROFEK! But then landed for the kill, and now here,
nice paranoia.
applying that again. LewN's done. Paranoia as it may be, it's Keiko popping the showstopper to find one, but the Hunter's Fury react. It's doing damage. trexx out of the round.
It's an early trade of ultimates at that, but LewN is the one that is lost. He looked unstoppable in moments in the last map, but has definitely been a bit quieter here. It's the Turkish power is switching between the two. And a bit of a firing squad up the top of middle at the moment already. There is Jamppi to deal the damage onto one. So they're going to go running back towards that A site where close in the corner, Jamppi is waiting. No one expecting him to be here. His third kill of the round, but it's still a trade.
Nice shot from Keiko. He has really slipped the net towards this B side, and with a From the Shadows online, paTiTek joins him. The spike in hand. This was looking like a difficult round, but they've now set themselves up for success. Sociable, as good as he's been, he's on 14 HP. A shot anywhere will take him down. The door closed as well, so Keiko's back is safe and secure, and paTiTek, he's looking the right way. This deep hold shouldn't be expected, even gets timing rounding the corner, and a headshot for good measure. Now it's all onto PROFEK. His smoke finally back online. It will have to be just straight onto the spike for the defuse. Baiting them in, shorty in hand for after, but the nade that's back online, that's caused too many.
The economy again an issue. PROFEK looking to try and catch somebody out. In fact, it's Sociable with the spam. I don't know if PROFEK's going to escape. No, he TP'd into the wall, but nobody reacts off it. Not wanting to re-aggress after the paranoia, and because of that, he lives to tell the tale.
Yeah, that should have been a free kill. PROFEK's been having a tough one when it comes to TPs. Through the smoke he goes, and no difficulty awaits him there. A bloodbath, and BBL not spilling a drop of their own. It's Nats and trexx, 2v5. And after a round win for Liquid, an immediate response seemingly from the defense.
That's as the Outlaw was banking on light shields, but for the majority that's not the case. Well, you can see what the difference makes. Light shields, he's dead. trexx though, there's a few low HP players. They've got to be careful here. This could quickly turn into just 2 players standing. An attempted 1v5. Those body spams might come back to bite them if he's able to turn this one. LewN's positioning is nasty, but bear in mind that MAGNUM, he still only has himself an SMG.
They've heard the reload stepping towards the A site. They know he's committing at this point. Time too low for that rotation. LewN can now start to wrap up behind 20 on the clock. The full site needing to be cleared by trexx. Some utility, a Prowler and a C still, but I think clearing this back site and planting is going to be the priority. It goes open. This is risky. He's hit by the snake bite. Anything can happen in this half. It's BBL's defensive pit on A. It's on the wrong side of the map. But that stun is perfect from the sonic sensor.
Well, that's the thing. A pit may be on the other side, but that leaves Sociable on this side. 18 kills in 9 rounds and 2 KD so far. And looking to try and convert that even further. He's still standing. And while paTiTek now, another attempt at a clutch. They know where he is. And even TPing back into main is a death.
Up. We're going to map 3 very soon. It's a 7-3 lead for BBL on the defense. The aggression towards this B site from Liquid, very much expected. The early flank underway. MAGNUM's already right behind them. He's going to trap it his way. Oh, that's caught too.
Yeah, managing to at least catch out Kamo, and the second he is revealed, he's executed. MAGNUM hot on that flank. Needs to try and win one of these fights, and he will do. That's Keiko gone, and now the remainder all trapped within main. Nightfall being utilized is going to give them potentially a chance to get that defusal through, and because of it, you can see already there's spams going in on the other side. PROFEK just trying to stick it all the way as the spam's working out for them.
There's 2 players here ready for it.
Yeah, they've been good at holding down this portion of the map. They know that a lot of the time when the more direct plays aren't working, this mid-push is a pretty big part of it. They've abandoned some of that control.
Nice.
And a lovely peek off the Prowler. Some team play from Kamo and trexx. 40 seconds left, and the open side of the map is over on A. In fact, a TP into the spawn. sociablE's been dealt with. He has been the bane of their life. But now, after he falls, it seems like the rest may follow.
Yeah, well, they've already followed a 1 versus 5. PROFEK with a near impossibility on his hands, and there's been many rounds for BBL that we've painted with that brush, and
those retakes for them. Some of the best in the world on this map, but the attack has always been where BBL thrives.
They're slowed down a bit by their own net. trexx still spotting. Magnum onto paTiTek. It's put pressure on. Liquid want to fight for some control, and it will be towards the stairs. LewN the one to pay the price as he goes down. Good equalizer. Then trexx a little overzealous. He's looking to catch them on the cross, and that 4v4 now becomes a disadvantage for the defensive side. Fighting back in, you've got a trap close to the spawn, almost being double peeked. Got a crossfire, Jamppi and the sonic sensor, and it might be needed with Magnum already down. There's the sensor trip, it's going to slow them, but Keiko, there's no stopping him. He's got a double. The advantage back with Team Liquid. They flood out. Here comes the jump up from Nats. Weapon spotted in the close corner, and it's only sociablE. He's been fantastic, but this is too much to ask. They'll be in some trouble, and he can quickly rotate to cover off this market angle. Nade to go through, sees as well. They've dodged it. Those players will be safe behind the market, but now that's bought time for Team Liquid to rotate back in, fill the gaps on the site, and look to meet this aggression with some of their own. paTiTek already spotting one. Keiko's found another. An ult fired through by sociablE. It doesn't catch! Keiko's in the corner safely! The showstopper shut down, but the numbers are here, and they're flooding through the gates! PROFEK, a real chance! Another sensational clutch on the cards! 8 seconds left, he isolates them to middle. They are wasting no time whatsoever. Straight in with LewN, sliding around the market. They've already cleared out the trap up close. They're closing the distance quickly. Nats is gonna have to call for backup, and it doesn't get there on time. LewN shutting him down. And Liquid locked out of the B site in the opening seconds of the round. Oh! LewN even gets one as they shot from behind. He'll finally fall, but it's a 4v3 post plan.
He's been having a rough game, but a confidence booster to say the least. Nats and Keiko, one of the deadliest duos, and while sociablE still standing, is definitely going to cause them issues. Another kill added, and it seems like they are working just as well as the last. trexx trying to survive, and hey.
Any port in a storm for trexx, he's safe. There's no one to fight this with him for now, at least. Smoke going down, blocks paTiTek. His own smoke a little late. One for Keiko. Damage done as well. That's a chance. LewN so low, it's easy to trade him out. trexx does well on the backside. The advantage sits with Team Liquid. Weak as some of these players may be, there's plenty of weapons scattered around for them to claim.
He's still here. No, he's just going to deny them instead. Now they have a decision to make. Could have taken the risk and waited, but if he loses that battle with the Sheriff, it's a problem. Now they're forced back into a B main push where trexx is waiting. Nats on the cross. The fight's everything, but trexx doesn't connect.
10 seconds left.
Well, Benji and Wu are going to have words. And now leaving the 2 players with sociablE doesn't know. There's a man right above his head. He's been executed for it. It's left onto PROFEK again. Low on HP, but he catches him before the ult pops into the 1v1. Nats has got a gun. It was delivered, and he will take it home. The best of 5 awaits them whether they win or lose. LewN already caught, already down. And while the Hunter's Fury should eliminate one, in fact, sociablE has used that timing to fight aggressively in the swing. PROFEK, I understand he wanted to catch someone off guard, but he walks into the firing squad. It means that this will be a 3v3, and they're trying to get him fast.
They are, but there's a player behind them. Jamppi's got the perfect positioning. Snakebite already picks up one. Pick going down. These players tagged, though. Jamppi comes in. He gets dropped by Keiko. It's winnable. He did between this map and the previous, but that is not the same player.
Oh, Kamo caught it. Like, you can't even be mad. Like, that's just insanity. And then just the call.
They've thrown utility from the top of mid. They've shown a little bit of a peek from paTiTek. I thought maybe they wouldn't clear the corner, but I should have seen it was sociablE. does well with the first. He knows there's someone close, and paTiTek sent to the shadow round. Kamo will follow. There is no stopping sociablE. Playoffs was a new chapter for BBL, but now running this deep, they're looking to stop at nothing short of champions, and sociablE, the one.
Did he have supportive utility behind him? No. Did he have any of his team anywhere near him? No. It was just him walking around headshotting everybody on the map. It looks like he's smurfing versus Team Liquid, the team that is looking like the best in the league right now. A team that was destined for a grand final, and it's still not done just yet. sociablE's heroics have brought them an advantage, but that advantage could very quickly slip away. There's a savior at least for one, but they're going to need a whole lot more. And what with sociablE down now, Jamppi needs to step up. It won't happen. It might be the story. Didn't see anything. Timing here is going to be everything. I think he's just caught the hand of Kamo and then falls back to a safer angle. Smart stuff. Drone even going to be utilized to also see Keiko. And either going to pop up, Fury wants to really try and catch him out. And that is a perfect prediction from the IGL of where he would go. Nats, though, sneaking his way through. That's Magnum gone, the lurk normally causing issues, and a rotation already in from the side of Liquid.
Yeah, having Nats get that kill means they've got that quick rotate towards market, but he's fought by Jamppi and dealt with the op on sociablE, the one to claim trexx, and paTiTek 1 versus 3, up against an op, up against sociablE. That should say enough. This one should be done. BBL should be on 12, and as he dives in, smokes off the op, he's still got 2 to deal with.
The timing. Got to be careful swinging back into that, although sociablE wants the fight. It's Magnum to win it. An opener that could take us to a third map. This series has always gone to 3 when they faced off against each other. They want to try and stop that on the Liquid side, but LewN's coming alive. trexx trying to cause them issues somehow. I don't know how he's alive, but it's sociablE with a shorty. And now Nats, leader of the pack, hoping to try and deny them a victory on their map choice. He needs to find 4.
Planted.
And he's already walled off. That should do it. The off in the hands of sociablE now. Bogdan's Law in full effect. Time ticking. Players watching for this walkout, but now they even just fall back, looking to play the time, run it down. Anonymous, they swing together in the end. A chance for sociablE to push that kill record further for stage.
And Kamo is waiting.
Or how it could have ended. BBL, pistols, the big talking point. Well, they've been good at the early half, maybe not that way. There's a chance. LewN shut down sociablE on the trade, but only the one to be found. And now we look to very many players tagged up on BBL without the spike planted. They need something to pull them back into this round. Lots of opponents spotted on this side of the map. In fact, they're good to TP and they realize it. It does leave Magnum isolated.
Oh.
He'll be taken down, a big punish, but trexx on 13 HP.
Yeah.
I think it's BBL with the advantage here.
Spike planted.
Oh, trexx is 13 HP in the last duel. It's just that he managed to crouch headshot his opponent, and now we're going to get a 1v1 towards long, potentially. Keiko on that wraparound. Jamppi playing back passively, waiting for him to try and cross. He loses this fight and it puts all the pressure on PROFEK, who's already low, but it's whether or not he actually checks this close angle at all, and the answer is no. You can see Jamppi is just waiting to see if there's a second layer to that. Now trexx needs another couple of those low HP kills, and with Jamppi not facing and PROFEK waiting, gave them that extra opportunity. A TP actually straight in, and already trexx has been overwhelmed. A solid start still with a couple. A man to highlight on this map, paTiTek, normally very good on the sky, but it's a little bit whiffy, and the trade's good for the side of BBL. A 2-man advantage, and as it was shown on the toast earlier, the retakes have never been particularly good. We've seen some miracle Nats lineups before, but that's not going to be one of them.
It's done well, tagged up a bunch of players. They're going to have to reinvest into shields.
Yeah.
In terms of econ, it pays off more in his favor. That's great. That's a positive. And now we're out of positives for Team Liquid in this round, because they're trying to save these two weapons. Presumably they will do so, but with 4 players alive for BBL after an in-zone flawless in the previous round, this is a huge economy builder. It means it's not just a matter of winning 1, maybe not even a matter of winning 2 rifle rounds back-to-back. You are going to need to crush this attack side, find solution after solution. With a 3-0 scoreline brewing, here's a chance to make it more costly for Nats. He wants this weapon, though. It's a difficult
each other in
trade.
VCT have ended with Liquid winning 2-1.
They're sociable down early, but an immediate trade. The fundamentals for BBL good to start. 2 pistols and a stinger. It's a weak buy from Team Liquid.
Oh, careful.
Jamppi's in trouble. They're TPing behind as well. That's the spike down. The fundamentals were there for a moment, but it has quickly faded away. Deep aggression. Perhaps overplaying their hand here. Team Liquid forcing the issue, but it's working in their favor. Magnum, he knows there's a player in that corner, so desperately low. It should be a formality, and out comes the shorty, but taking the orb is a bridge too far.
Not to already be breathing down his neck, but it's not even like that orb got him. Oh, like if he'd been 1 away and that was a Viper's Pit, I could maybe understand it, but instead it feels like a massively unnecessary risk in a position where they really needed to take home that round.
Him will, no doubt that round has done the same for Team Liquid. Close play by LewN. He holds on to control. So much utility thrown his way, but he still manages to walk out of there with the advantage for his squad. Team Liquid on the back foot.
If they figure out where Nats is, he can steal him away. Instead, he's gone running through. He's trying to take it all into his own hands! This is why you don't go near Nats and his poison orb! That's already a nail in the coffin of this round! And maybe a reminder of who BBL are playing against. No access to sight. Well, they didn't even make it close.
30 seconds.
Spike to be picked up. 1 versus 4. Nats still lurking around. This one's done, isn't it? LewN will find the first, but even then, the clock is almost his biggest enemy. 18 seconds. If he's going to go for it, it's got to be here and now, and they are going to wait and run this clock down. They've got the numbers to do it. 1 at a time. There's the flash before he even taps the spike and throws as soon as it gets close. 1 round in between them.
Oh my God.
The mistake to not respect Nats' utility, I don't think they'll make that mistake again. Starting to put the pieces together. Hunt sees no one, looking to elbow. It's a good read. He doesn't know that yet, but waiting for that contact. There it is. Nats found. He'll be dealt with immediately. Now LewN look to pull one into a fight, and he does manage to find opposition. It's Kamo. Showstopper. Not going to land for a kill, but he ends up going down to the molly of PROFEK. 3 versus 3. BBL holding close as well. They want to take this fight with an orbital strike, slowing the push, allowing for the reposition too.
Yeah, it's important. They were all trapped close. A flash or 2 could cause them issues. Up above is sociable. He's low, but he's willing to take that headshot angle. Jamppi waiting on the cross, but he hasn't found the fight. Pressure being put in from trexx. Needs to win this battle, and he does. paTiTek has found another, and now issues for sociable. He's low and they're defusing. They could both fight him.
40 seconds on the clock. BBL start to take space, floating out, but the Viper's Pit goes up. Sociable, good to take Kamo down, somehow upgrading to a rifle. There goes Nats. Viper's Pit to fall. So will sociable, but an immediate response from LewN with the space left open. And an answer back from Magnum, putting his own pit into play. paTiTek and trexx have so much to fight up against, and look how low trexx is, just hiding in that corner, not yet spotted. LewN goes down. This gets a little spooky. But playing against stingers inside a pit, especially on 1 HP, this should be impossible for trexx to find anything.
Yeah, there's Magnum. He was the safe pair. The other way was that initial fight.
At least 2, and they know the up is there. Nats goes out, but he is punished, thinking they were still behind the orb, that he might have an isolated fight. But now it's paTiTek who stands alone at the mouth of a storm. Has a chance with a TP right in front of him, with another run to LewN. He looked to be in danger, but he's washing away this attacking side. Back to even when he falls.
Oh, Magnum. Oh, he's actually managed to catch Keiko. Waiting on the other side. LewN and sociable are always going to be taking risks, like getting util ready, like maybe not paying enough attention, and he is just waiting there, ready for somebody to peek. And wow, then Magnum, this was that final kill, just ready to be.
They managed to have a damn good try of it in the previous, even with weaknesses, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to be the same case here. 7 rounds looking likely, an immediate double opening for BBL, a plant found, flank watched by 3, in fact.
Spike planted.
And what they're fighting back in with, well, at least for Keiko, is going to be very difficult to find value with.
How you know you're playing up against LewN Sociable, where your opponents have a 5v3 and you're watching the smoke with a judge. And they do peek. That's the thing. They do take these risks. Unnecessary gambles. Now, Seekers have been online for paTiTek for a long time. It would be a risk still to use them here. But at this stage, it feels like it's getting to the point where risks need to be made. Keiko moving forward with the judge, but that time has been ticking for a long amount. With paTiTek already being dropped, getting into this site at this point is almost impossible.
Last player standing.
You won't be finding that pick. And he's being followed.
There's coming his way, but
Scout destroyed.
Not by the Phantom.
oh, and Sociable just goes TPing into the cross. Not expecting anybody to be that wide. Well, this is a fight that LewN should almost definitely win. He's up against the... No, he's up against the pistol! How has Camo come out on top there? He will be decimated by the ult, but... Well, that's the second time I've cursed someone while getting a kill from that ultimate. Sorry, Minimoon.
That's tough. There's not many ISOs that would lose that fight. A flash in the pan, but...
Yep.
That was, yeah, so we talked about Sociable.
It's not even like he was in a
wide
wide angle as well. He's just on a default angle that they know he's in. So that's just silly.
No way, no
and that
way.
is way more silly. Well, still in the lead. But we're definitely seeing some of those mistakes being made. BBL deserved to go in with a pretty high lead in this half, but Liquid could diminish it down to just 2. This is nasty from Sociable. Now, no need to go further around the corner. Just want to try and play that close angle, but bear in mind that there is going to be the Thrash sent through, and he's sent running on the other side. This could catch a few players, in fact, but will eventually be destroyed.
Benefit of the judge up close. You're going to instantly shred that ultimate. Showstopper, though, a little harder to deal with. It's out, it's fired, and it's not found its mark. A bit more needed. Jamppi, the one to answer up, but Nats is there, keeping numbers in Team Liquid's favor. Defuse underway. It's going to be the wingman. Destroyed, but at the cost of Magnum's life, and PROFEK all alone, up against the numbers. He does well to start. The defuse almost finished, and he buys time. There's a molly on as well. But that spike, I don't think, is ticking
more importantly, making it to the biggest of the year. Sociable, already under serious pressure, and he's dead. Didn't get out of there quick enough, caught, and because of this, Liquid are looking to execute. Jamppi in position, though, the leader of the pack, has evened things up, and he's looking for a little more. Has some support, but that spike plant will come in.
Yeah, it was really smart letting the plant go through. They thought the space was free, but when they fight it, he's there. Now Nat's lurking up behind, looks set to bring them back into favor, but LewN quickly trades it out. paTiTek now with no safe space to stand, steps into the smoke, and goes out of the round. Now the post-plant setup is still here. I think Nats has already loosed a snake bite. There it is landing. That's going to cause them a little bit of a problem as LewN goes down quite quickly. His shield broken by that snake bite gave Nats the fight, but he has 2 more to take down. This is what he does. This is his specialty, but he is...
In VCT, EMEA, no matter what they're fighting for, Camo looking for space.
And I don't think he has a clue that that's gone down. A flank that should leave him dead to rights. And the reposition, it's not keeping him safe. If they step through that smoke, he should be done.
Oh, yeah, shield activated. Sociable's only just making his way onto the scene. The spacing, and more importantly, the timing from Liquid in this round has been sublime. They've already picked up one of the rifles, but Sociable has been able to catch out Nats. A gap, but that gap is being filled elsewhere. Jamppi trying to wrap in, and he only has an SMG. This sniper, not good for close range, and unfortunately the SMG, not good for long range. Even still, they've turned their back to Sociable. A man that you can never look the wrong way against. He's back in hand with that sniper, but the reload's going to take a moment, not realizing there is a man just sat on the spike. Needs to almost no-scope if there's going to be an opportunity, and from behind he will be...
Well, there would have been a stun paTiTek to take down. That's nasty. Magnum, maybe his eye being drawn by the blast pack through from Keiko, not from Keiko, rather than Camo. Look, there he is, stunned up, and he goes, oh, I've got the knife. Sociable's feeling confident. There's an ankle spotted and an easy pickup. Camo out of the round.
Now on the other side of the map, they've tried to avoid him here. And actually, Nats managed to win that first fight. It is a trade back, but is there an escape plan? Not really. He's stuck in the mud, but he just stuck around! Again, Sociable causing them issues, but the rest of his team have fallen. The pit will be put into play. There's no one really close enough to deal with it, and the molly definitely seems like a blip. Jamppi coming in from behind. Keiko so desperately low, but within the pit, it almost levels the playing field. A stray spam could take him out, but they are not spamming in the right place. They are hunting for where he is. No utility even available to help them out. And this is a nasty little angle, in fact, from Keiko. Who's expecting anyone to be here? He is! I think he spotted his foot, maybe out the side of the pit. Just the tiniest bit, but now it's Nats. This is Nats in prime position. Viper's pit down. But he's going to look to fall back. They are looking to try and get this to half, but they failed to do it. Didn't manage to get it all the way. Now he drops the pin to the open, and the round is already done. This is what this man does!
When he's inside his pit, you're not getting away with that. And it was Magnum's jump peak. And as we saw, it was just the hand that he showed. That wasn't an over peak from him. That was a crazy shot hit by
Look,
Nats.
you can see the foot just under the edge of the pit.
The snake bite bought him time. The fact they didn't get it half really played against them here.
It's so far from Liquid have led them into the wrong site every single time.
Oh, so much damage done. But paTi's still standing in the end of that battle. And we traded out 1-to-1. Sociable in position, spots them, breaks the flash. LewN swings in deep and gets himself one. They're making this costly. They're chipping away one by one until finally only trexx remains. He's been ulted as well. They know exactly where he is. The player sees he's safe inside the smoke, and as it fades, PROFEK will emerge.
And it's respect he's earned over time. Seeing them once again. Pressure being put in, and there is that orbital strike. Not quite worked out for Sociable, though. And even still, with 30 seconds left, there is enough time for them to get this spike down. Patience, though. I like that. Denying the plant. Jamppi also killing off Nats. This is troublesome.
And Nats going down, that was their main hope. The wraparound through the smoke. Hope the players are all focused on that spike. trexx does well, but the problem is the rifles, the HP, everything in favor of BBL. Keiko and trexx so desperately low. An orbital strike, well placed, could save the round and may well need to. LewN's alone. Keiko holding ult in hand, waiting for the tap. LewN's got to be quick. He needs to tap it now. Get that ult out of him. Oh, it's going to catch him for so much damage, but LewN just about survives.
Anybody in their right mind to run that way. He even put it forward so that he would go back. Like that is literal madness. Like, of course he doesn't expect it.
Holy shit! I shit myself.
Well, this time not having Magnum in position. Instead, he's popped the ult towards B long. You got PROFEK holding close. You even got a third player here in the form of LewN, but full pressure on A.
Nice.
They're going to concede this, knowing that a big ultimate is underway, knowing that... Oh, no! Just about
Houdini.
surviving. Sociable. Still drawing breath. LewN finds one. That was the ultimate used to capture Keiko. trexx down. This is beautiful reactions from BBL.
Yeah, they sort of led them into the trap to begin with. Now can they get out of it on top? Even still getting through lamps is difficult. Well done by paTiTek, but his teammate traded out. Again, look at the man deeper. It's Nats that will end up being the focus. The spam doing a little bit of damage, but he needs to time all his utility perfectly, and this time they've got rid of him, and they've taken... But that means that the pressure sits on one side of the stage. Now, can BBL thrive within that pressure? It's an early fight for Sociable, this time one and out. No risk taken, paTiTek gone.
Huge investment, and now from Team Liquid, they put their credits into it. Right now, you lose one of those key flashes, or two of those key flashes, I suppose, relying on trexx. Back comes the Dizzy, and in it goes. It's going to be full commitment. They're not wasting any time. Looking to bounce off the momentum of opening this up. Catch BBL off guard, and they've done so. Kamo wrapping around backside. Big punish, but there's the snakebite kill onto trexx. It's keeping it even, but when that's so desperately low, this could fall apart for Liquid. They need Kamo to dig deep, and it will be time running down. No utility left to deny this defuse. BBL, they're still going to smoke to play with, but they have to deal with Kamo close.
And now it's left all onto Magnum. A man who's made the journey to the top before and looks to do it with a completely different roster. The thing is, he's got the fight versus Nats from behind.
With a Bucky, and I suppose of all the times, this is the best moment to have that ult sent through.
It's whether they can deal with PROFEK, and that's exactly what Nats has done. LewN has tried to dodge the fight. He got 2 for 1. I don't even think he realized that he got the kills, but even still has made the round competitive. MAGNUM with a rifle, still standing, but not wanting to overface. He knows his teammate a little bit further away and just decides to fall back. This round spawned from almost absolutely nothing. A little miracle from LewN. But with sociablEE yet to find another gun, he's going to go all the way around and hope that there's one close. I don't know if there is.
MAGNUM stepping in the smoke would be a death sentence, but he's wrapping up and over. It's a freebie. Now it's trexx, the lone wolf surrounded by hungry hunters. He takes a bite out of the fire.
Got themselves map point, but for trexx. They still have a buy though, coming into this one.
Distraction.
Well, there's the ult off rip. sociablEE punishing the re-peek as well. They won't close the distance in time. LewN should be safely getting away inside of lamps. That's the advantage for BBL. Credits dumped into this round, and ult already used.
Where's he going?
Whoa,
He's going through! Oh, that's such a gamble.
Huge risk.
I think he had the shield online, so just tried to play off it, but I don't think that was worth it. It has bought time for the wraparound, but Liquid aren't just sitting pretty. They're not just waiting for that flank to come in. They've moved forward. And it could be the undoing. Maybe the pressure, or maybe just overconfidence. But now they've got to try and find a way back into this round, and they are not getting it. It's all onto Jamppi. And the remaining 2 are a little bit further back. Orbital strike for Keiko. It's going to be a tap just to bait him in. And a lot needed for the other side.
Oh! LewN's got an opening. He's got shield online. Thought he wanted to get out of here, but he's sticking around.
Oh!
LewN stands his ground against the onslaught of Liquid. That's given them a chance here. No longer fighting for a 12-11 to battle it back in the next, but they can get it done here. Guarantee at least an overtime.
Oh, this fight is everything. This fight's absolutely everything. It's a whiff! It's a whiff from maçz! You would have bet your house on him that shot. Didn't expect him to be there, of course, but 2 shots go amiss. Bear in mind, 1 shot would have done the job. And now paTiTek.
He stepped.
The man who's looking to try and take Heretics to champions, his old boys, but he is walking into a death trap. He's walking into a corner that is held for MAGNUM. He expects it. No, he doesn't. Looks away at the last.
Offside because he's got the ult. He can still have impact. That's Nats. That's the Viper's Pit. If he wins this, a huge ult removed. But Nats is the one to find it. No shield for LewN. He's stuck inside his pit, but firing back takes down sociablEE. Even lands MAGNUM. And this is a ruse, a one-man fake. Unfortunately, BBL have sent their numbers to A. The TP's taken though, and the spike will be planted cleanly.
Nats, as said, you give the man a Viper's Pit, and while the things he does with it are miracles, PROFEK's been good.
Spike planted.
He's managed to take down trexx, but a 2v4, well, 2v5 turn 4 retake. HP even being healed up for BBL to win it here. Well, you'd have to take a look at what's on the other side, and Nats is waiting to finish the job. He started an ace to take
For a minute, they brought him into this ult, and he pushed close, Spectre in hand, and manages to get 3. Then rotating in, the rest of the squad gets to plant, and he's still...
Talk about when we say that for BBL, everything is on the line. You can forgive some of the blips that have been made, but now they need to find their footing once again, and they are walking into the Lion's Den.
It's a bit disjointed as well. I mean, it was the decoy that he ran in with, but that's just ignored. The freebie found. They give up site control, but no problem to do so. BBL now gonna face a full retake. Most of the utility online, the ones that are going to get you back into the site. Nats up close. He's caught players looking the wrong way. There's another. This is getting desperate with Nats. An ace in the previous, a 3K in this, and that's the pit online. The last place you want to see Team Liquid's IGL as LewN desperately searches for him. Trying to hunt it down. Oh, trexx clears. The op game's being given
He went
away.
back.
He goes back for more. He's going in for a 3rd bite. He's the one ending up getting bitten. LewN finds nothing up close. PROFEK flying under the radar. He's good for 1. Somehow, Camo's able to step back and ring set. PROFEK so close.